be able to answer them as you put them online. Thank you. We're almost wrapping up the post-test, pre-test evaluation. All right, again, if you are just joining us online on YouTube, RadioIITA TV, RadioIITA videos, what you are seeing now are our cowpea farmers writing their pre-test evaluation to know their knowledge before this training. That is what you're seeing on your screen now. Don't forget that you can ask your questions online. Please, if you're online and you are joining us and you're watching us, please, you can follow us, ask your questions after the presentations. During the field practicals too, you can ask your questions. You're watching the RadioIITA Farmers Outreach live on your screen. Welcome you. The RadioIITA Farmers Outreach is a training of trainers initiative aimed to empower farmers across Africa. Yes. So you too can be part of this. What RadioIITA is doing is to do outreaches for all the IITA mandate crops. So if you have missed out on this one, you can be part of the next session. Yes. For our participants, if you're having difficulties in filling this form, please reach out to the communication staff around. They will be glad to help you fill these forms. Gradually, we're coming to the end of this session so that we can begin the program properly. Thank you for joining us. Gradually, we're concluding this part. But please, if you have filled your form, we need to start. Thank you. Mo lérò pé gbogbo wa ti parí so that a lè bẹ̀rẹ̀, 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 a lè bẹ̀rẹ̀. So again, for our online viewers, if it is your first time and you are just starting out to be a cowpea farmer, you are in the right place. You will learn how to be a cowpea farmer through this training today. And if you are already a cowpea farmer, that is fine. You will upgrade your knowledge on cowpea farming. Yes. So it's both way, please. Thank you. Ẹ bá wa ṣe kọ́mọ́kọ́mọ́ ká lè tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀. Okay, I think we're done. Okay. Okay. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. All right. Please, sir. We'll take care. Don't forget that IITA also has a WhatsApp channel. Yes, please find IITA on WhatsApp. Yes, you can join IITA WhatsApp channel. Just tap IITA, you'll get to the WhatsApp channel of IITA. IITA Radio also has a WhatsApp channel too. Please find us on that link. Yes. Watch all our videos on IITA TV, then IITA videos. Please subscribe, like, and share. Yes. IITA is also on Facebook. Yes, please use IITA. You get IITA on Facebook. Yes, Radio IITA is also on Facebook. Find Radio IITA using Radio IITA. We thank you all for joining us online. The program will commence shortly. Thank you. What you're watching online is the Radio IITA Farmers Outreach. Yes, we have cowpea farmers in the building today, and they are going to learn all about cowpea. Yes. So if you are just joining us, welcome. All right. Yes. If you are watching online, please don't forget to get your paper and pen ready. It's going to be a wonderful session this morning. And we're going to be talking all about cowpea. Yes, cowpea production, such that you can maximize your yield. And if it is your first time, yes, you can learn about cowpea production. You're watching Radio IITA Farmers Outreach. Gradually, we're starting the program. Thank you for joining us online. No, people are already speaking.
Radio IITA Farmers Outreach is a training of trainers initiative designed to empower farmers with the knowledge and skills to improve their agricultural practices. Participants are expected to replicate the training within their cooperative and communities. Kindly share videos or photos of you applying what you learned during the training. Please update us on the entire processes such as planting, maintenance, harvesting, training other farmers in the locality, sharing the harvested improved planting materials from your farms. Please note that for the Radio IITA Farmer of the Year, we will select winners from each crop based on their diligence and success in spreading knowledge and technologies. Winners will be rewarded for their contribution to improve the livelihood of Nigerian and African farmers. Let's work together to create a brighter future for our farming communities. Radio IITA 88.5, broadcasting knowledge for agriculture.
Radio IITA Farmers Outreach. Today we are hosting our cowpea farmers, and we welcome everybody, participants here today, all our farmers and intended farmers as well. And if you are joining online, we'll say welcome again. The Radio IITA Farmers Outreach is a training of trainers initiative that is aimed to empower farmers, yes, to improve their livelihood. Here, we teach farmers how to, we tell them about the new innovation from IITA. We talk about crop rotation. We talk about various agronomic practices. So we welcome you if you're online, and we welcome all our farmers who are seated here today on behalf of our leaders here at the communication office. Thank you. Yín bàbá wa, yín màmá wa, ẹ ṣé tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lónìí fún ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn àgbẹ̀ tó ń gbin ẹ̀wà àti àwọn tó fẹ́ gbin ẹ̀wà. Wọ́n ń pè ẹ̀wà náà ní èrè. A kí yín káàbọ̀. Ìjọ́kọ̀ òjèpo ẹ káàbọ̀. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sáàrin wa. So next I'll be introducing our facilitators and our guest here today. But first, I'd like to introduce Radio IITA lead, Daji Odok. Good morning, Daji Odok, please. Yeah. Àwọn ló ń ṣàkóso yes, Radio IITA, Agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ 88.5. Yes. We'll now introduce all our facilitators, our collaborators from the cowpea breeding unit. Àwọn tí à ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ lórí ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ètò ẹ̀wà ọ̀gbìn ẹ̀wà. So, all right. So I will introduce Dr. Usman Buka. He's a cowpea breeder and team lead cowpea breeding program. He's based in Ghana. Please, a round of applause. Kano, yes, Kano. He's based in Kano. Yes, a round of applause, please. I would like to also introduce Ms. Bosede Pokuola. She's International Trials Manager, cowpea breeding program here at IITA. A round of applause, please. I will introduce Mr. Joseph. Mr. Ojo Joseph is a technician, cowpea breeding program, also here at IITA. A round of applause. Also, we would like to introduce Mr. Amefula Ukauku. Yes, a round of applause. He's from also the cowpea breeding program. Mr. Okunola Oluwasoji is also here with us. Yes, we'll proceed quickly now with a short remark from the Radio IITA lead to tell us about this initiative and project. Mr. Jodok, welcome.
Great farmers, no farmers. Okay, no food. The experts say no farmers, no food, no nation. We have this T-shirt in IITA. I've been looking for that T-shirt. It says farmers rule the world.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. We are very important. We are all farmers here in IITA, including the media people, the technical people. We are all farmers. We are facilitating what IITA is doing in our different ways. And we're very happy to have you here today. I'm sorry I can't talk louder than this. I have sore throat, so I'm still recovering. My name is Daji Odok. I'm the radio lead. Some of you who are regulars with us, I can see a few faces here who came for the vegetable training. Some of you are here, and it's a pleasure to have you here today. It's really a pleasure, believe me. Whatever we're doing in IITA is nothing without you. We can't do our research and have it somewhere without you testing it to see whether it is good and then getting feedback from you. That's why we have the experts who are the technology developers of these crops. So they're going to be speaking with you today. The essence of this project is to actually get the users of our technology of improved varieties to speak directly with our scientists and relate with them, ask them questions regarding the various crops. We have various crops in ITA where that we research on: maize, yam, cassava, plantain, banana, soybean, cowpea. And we've been holding or organizing outreaches for all of these crops. So today is the turn of the cowpea farmers. The last time was soybean. That was last week, right? Last week, Bamishe, was it last week we had soybean? Yes, we had soybean last week. So we're here to give you hands-on training. I'm not going to be giving you the training. My own is just to bring you together. So I'll hand you over to them. They will take you through the orientation. I mean, this is the orientation process. So they will take you through the oral training where you see slides and pictures of cowpea crop, the varieties, how to plant and all of that. Then they will take you to the field where you will see how to plant. Not just planting, you also get the variety, the improved variety of cowpea to also demonstrate in your farm, to plant, follow the agronomic processes, everything they're going to teach you here today. So that's why we say when you're coming, you come with pen, come with recorder, come with anything, put down points, put down things so that you don't forget. They always say whatever you write down, you don't forget. So you always go back to, even this video is going to be online too. So you can always refer to it. I've sent the link in the group, so you can always click. It's there forever on YouTube. Can always click and go back to it in case you forget anything. So after this session, we'll go to the field and they will take you through the field demonstration on how to do all of that. And we also have a competition, ongoing competition. It's going to cut across all our crops. What this competition is going to do is we're going to be selecting various winners from the different mandate crops. So we want you to listen attentively throughout this training. And when you go back, you replicate what you've been taught, starting with teaching your community, teaching your friends.
And of course, the presentation we're looking forward to. We're all eager. So if you are new in cowpea planting, or you are new, you are just joining us for the first time as a cowpea farmer, this is the right place to be. And if you have been planting cowpea, if you have been a cowpea farmer for years, this is also the right place to be. We're all eager. Planting, or you are new, you just want to join us. While we're waiting for our connection with Dr. Usman Buka, yes, don't forget that you can ask your questions. For our participants here in the building, tó bá jẹ́ pé Yorùbá náà lẹ fẹ́ fi béèrè àwọn ìbéèrè tí ẹ fẹ́ béèrè, ẹ dákun, ẹ béèrè. Bó jẹ́ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì náà ni ẹ béèrè, ìbéèrè tí ẹ bá fẹ́ béèrè. À ń bọ̀. Thank you all for joining us online. Online viewers, please stay tuned. You can also type in your questions after the remarks and after the presentation. Lẹ́yìn ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ẹ máa béèrè àwọn ìbéèrè. À ń jẹ́ kẹ́ gbáradì díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni. À ń jẹ́ kẹ́ gbáradì díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget that the RadioIITA Farmers Outreach is a training of trainers initiative that is designed to empower farmers with the knowledge and skills to improve their practices, agricultural practices. All right. We also expect our participants to replicate the training within their cooperatives and communities. Please don't forget to find and join IITA community on all our socials. Find IITA on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and on X. You can type IITA. Yes. You can type IITA and you'll get a notification. Radio IITA is also on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and of course, LinkedIn. Type Radio IITA. Yes, we like to be part of what you're doing, and we like that you're part of what we're doing as well. Yes, we broadcast knowledge for agriculture. Okay, so the cowpea breeding program is also on all socials. You can find them also on LinkedIn. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and X. Just type IITA Cowpea breathing program. Yes, you'll get more information. You can interact with that page. Someone will get across to you, especially if it has to do with cowpea. Yes, that is what they do. We're still waiting to connect with Dr. Usman Buka. He's the cowpea breeder and team lead cowpea breeding program based in Kano. We're waiting to join him. Ẹ̀yin bàbá wa àti màmá wa, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lénìí fún ètò Radio IITA Farmers Outreach. We're happy that you're here with us all. Yes. Yes, Dr. Usmani, are you with us? Dr. Usman Buka, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, please, yes, Dr. Usman Buka is with us. He's the cowpea breeder and team lead cowpea breeding program based in Kano. He joins us live this morning for his short remark. Thank you, sir. You're on.
Thank you very much. Thank you for organizing this. And I would like first to welcome our farmers and what I understand, they are also going to be the trainers of future trainer. They are here to learn and then transmit whatever they are going to learn from here. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And it's really an honor for us to receive you this morning to talk to you about cowpea. As you know, cowpea is very important as a food that complement whatever you are eating for the others, cereals and starches that you're using. Cowpea is bringing you some proteins that can complement the food that you are using and growing. So it's a healthy thing that you should complement using cowpea. So this program is a welcome program that I want to really congratulate the IT communication for organizing this. And this can be very helpful for our farmers, but also for us to reach out and hello? Are you having me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please proceed.
Okay, good. So that is, I mean, as I was saying, that is really important for us to reach out to the farmers, know them, show them what we have as a technology, including some of the variety that we are developing and how to grow them. This is going to help them to improve their yield. That is the key thing that we are looking for. So it's a very good program, and I want you people to really follow well those presentation by our team there. And I wanted to be there personally, but unfortunately we have a lot of things on ground here, and I wish to be there, but I am sure my team will do justice for us. So they will be able to present you all the techniques that you need to know to grow cowpea and to make sure that the crop is growing well in your field, and then we can produce well. So for a training like that, I would like to encourage you to ask as many questions as you can. It's very important for you that by leaving these rooms, you are going to be our expert there in the communities. So please ask as many questions as you can. Might be what you think that is simple, it can be complicated, but I'm sure my team will be able to reply. And also, I would like also you people to share your knowledge, because I am sure you know better maybe than us. We know in the term of scientific knowledge, but I'm sure in the practice, you have your own, how you are dealing in your community, how you are handling the pests and others that are attacking cowpea in your community. So please also do not be shy to share your knowledge so that others, your neighbor, can hear from you also. So this has to be a platform where each one is learning from his friend. So please do not allow. So then I would like to finish by thanking again Radio IITA for organizing this. And I think we should continue doing that as much as we can, and make sure that the community have newest technologies and have the newest knowledge out on cowpea productions and things like that. Thank you very much. Thanks. Have a nice week.
Round of applause.
Thank you.
The Cowpea breeder and team lead, Cowpea breeding program based in Kano. He joined us from Kano. Àwọn ọ̀gá àgbà láti Kano náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Wọ́n tẹ̀ ti fún wa ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìyànjú. Nǹkan tí à ń sọ náà bọ̀ náà ni pé kẹ́ farabalẹ̀ kí ẹ máa bá wa lọ lórí ẹ̀kọ́ ètò ọ̀gbìn ẹ̀wà ní àárọ̀ yìí. Thank you. So I will invite Ms. Bosede Popola. She's the International Trial Manager, Cowpea Breeding Program, RadioIITA, for remarks and yes, she will give us a short remark and of course a presentation. Wọ́n máa fún wa lọ́rọ̀ ìyànjú, wọ́n á dẹ̀ ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kékeré fún wa ní àìpẹ́.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ o, gbogbo ilé wa ń kọ́ o, inú wa dùn púpọ̀ láti rí yín láàárọ̀ yìí. So orúkọ tèmi ni Bọ́sẹ̀dé Pópóọlá. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀gá àgbà wa ti sọ wípé inú wọn dùn láti rí yín, inú àwa náà dùn láti rí yín. So a fẹ́ gbà wá níyànjú bí a ṣe lè ṣe ọ̀gbìn ẹ̀wà tí ó sì pé wa. Kì í ṣe pé kéèyàn kan máa ṣe ọ̀gbìn lásán, ṣùgbọ́n èyí tó máa pé wa bó ṣe yẹ ká ṣe, ká sì lè rí èrè gọbọi, ká lè rí èrè gọbọi, èrè tabua, ká rí nǹkan èrè tabua ẹ ṣé. So I have a brief presentation to make, and after this we'll go to the field, we'll demonstrate to you. But if you have any question, please feel free to ask. So thank you. Uncle, please, next slide. Next, please. Okay, this is my presentation. I'm going to be talking about what we need for cowpea, the kind of land we need, the site, the type of seed, how to plant, how to manage our field, and how to harvest and store our products. Next. Like we know, cowpea is called Vigna unguiculata, which is it's an important grain legume and is a major staple food crop for household nutrition in sub-Saharan Africa, especially in the dry savanna region of Nigeria. Cowpea also play an important role in human nutrition, food security, and income generation for both farmers and food venture in sub-Saharan Africa. Cowpea is rich in protein, about 25%, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals, and is a good complement for cereal diets. And the young leaves and pod could also be consumed as vegetable by humans, and the hulms, the leaves, the biomass could serve as feed for livestock. So we can see we have taken akara, we have taken cowpea, pancake. Thank you, ma. These are some of the things that we use cowpea for. You can use it ẹ̀wà àtàgbàdo, like you see, ẹ̀wà àti ìrẹsì, olóńbẹ̀, ẹ̀wà àti dòdò, mọ́ínmọ́ín, àkàrà, àti bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, àti gbẹ̀gìrì ẹ ṣé mà. A lè jẹ gbẹ̀gìrì èkuru, a lè jẹ nworo, ẹ̀wà àbèjì. So ẹ̀wà wúlò púpọ̀ fún wa, ó jẹ́ oúnjẹ tó wúlò púpọ̀ fún wa. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ one of the important source of protein, plant protein for us. So please, next slide. So irú àwọn ilẹ̀ wo la nílò láti fi gbin ẹ̀wà? A need ilẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé kò ń ṣe pé omi máa ń rogún síbẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe ilẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé or too slopey, that or waterlogged. So we need a wide range of soil type, from sandy clay and to sandy to clay loam, with a moderate amount of water and salinity. Well-drained sandy soil for rainfall cowpea is recommended, and inland depression or along the shore of a lake for dry season crop using residual moisture. Cowpea does not tolerate excessive wet condition or waterlogging and should not be grown on poorly drained soil. The optimum pH should range between 5.5 to 6.5. You can see, next please. We can see, tábà gbin ẹ̀wà wa sábẹ́ igi báyìí, àbí ilé olómi, ṣàtìrí irú èsì tó lè fún wa. Ẹ ṣeun, ìjàmbá gidi ni, because a ti náwó ra síìdì, a ti roko, a ti ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sí, tí ó dẹ̀ wá fún wa ní nǹkan tó yẹ kó fún wa. So a gbọ́dọ̀ avoid irú àwọn situation báyìí lórí oko wa, pé kò sí shade, kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé ó ń dárógún omi. Ẹ ṣeun. Next please. Then báwo la ṣe lè prepare ilẹ̀ wa? A lè lo ọkọ́, a lè lo ẹran, a lè lo tractor. Then it should be clear of weeds. Ṣálẹ́ nìkan tí kò gbọ́ Yorùbá nù wa? Kò sẹ́ni tó gbọ́ Yorùbá, okay. Okay, but for our online people, it should be balanced. So it should be well drained and not waterlogged, as said. It should be plowed and harrowed, and it can be reached at 75 centimeters apart between one poro, see another poro. And then for dry season production, land can be prepared in small units for ease of management. We can see what prepared by tractor and we mark, and you can also ridge. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá lára mu, yóò sì fún wa ní n tá a fẹ́. So, what are the seed rates? Kí ni ìwọ̀n seed tá lè gbìn lórí hectare kan? Ó depend lórí variety tá ń gbìn. À ń pè àwọn kan ní determinate, a dẹ̀ ń pè àwọn kan ní indeterminate. Determinate are the type that they all mature at the same time. You harvest once. The indeterminate are the ones that they mature bit by bit. So a máa máa ré wọn bí ata ni. Tó bá ti ń gbẹ la máa máa ré, tó bá ti ń gbẹ la máa máa ré. Then àdúrà àwọn kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n dúró sókè. Tá ń pè wọ́n ní jáwọ́ lókè àbí káwọ́ sókè. Ẹ ṣeun sà. A dẹ̀ gbé àwọn kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n dọ̀bálẹ̀, wọ́n rákòrò nílé ní tiwọn ni. A dẹ̀ tún láwọn kan tó yẹ pé they are in between. Kò dọ̀bálẹ̀ tán, kò dẹ̀ káwọ́ sórí tán. So different types of cowpea ló wà in terms of growth and plant architecture. And these are the recommended spacing for them, depending on the type you are planting. Next, please. Then, before we plant our seed, it is recommended that we treat the seed with Apron Plus or any fungicide so as to take care of some fungi that might affect them in the soil. So it is recommended that we use 10 grams to 4 to 5 kg of seed. That is one sachet to 4 to 5 kilograms of seed. This will enhance good germination and protect the seedling from fungal infection. And then, tabangbi ewawa, kama jẹ́ kó ju 5 centimeters lọ ní bó ṣe máa wọnú lẹ̀ sí. The depth should not be more than 5 centimeters so as to enhance good emergence and germination. So, tẹ́ bá wo àwòrán tó wà níwájú wa, kí la lè sọ nípa àwọn nǹkan tá à ń wò yẹn? Àwọn sì tá à ń wò yẹn, kí la lè sọ nípa àwọn? Sorry, please, can we talk one by one? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, ó jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀ oríṣiríṣi Not that lórúkọ ẹ̀. Ṣé yẹn dá láti gbìn? Kò dáa láti gbìn. Títọ́ wà ń sálẹ̀ nǹkan kí la lè sọ ń parẹ̀. Okay. Ìtọ́ wà ń sálẹ̀. Could you please point to the bar down? Down. So ìyẹn àwọn seed yẹn ti fọ́ wẹ́wẹ́. So if you plant this kind of seed, we're not going to have good germination. And if you don't have good germination, your yield and harvest will be affected. So look at these other two. What can we say about them? Wọ́n ní kòkòrò, wọ́n lúwo, wọ́n uniform. So irú àwọn seed tó yẹ ká máa gbìn yìí, these are the type of seed we should plant. Good, healthy seed. And then níbo láti lè rí àwọn seed wa? We should get our seed from reliable seed company or research institute like RadioIITA, by agricultural development programs, so that we are sure of what we are planting. We should discourage as much going to the market to buy, because we don't know. Only it mix oríṣiríṣi pọ̀. If they mix oríṣi méjì mẹ́ta pọ̀, that means they won't mature at the same time. They have different plant architecture and growth rate. So it is good that we have uniform seed, clean seed from reliable source. Thank you. Next, please. Next. So, nínú àwọn ẹ̀wà tá a ti ṣiṣẹ́ ìwádìí lé lórí, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti fakọyọ, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti release as a variety in Nigeria, àwọn kan lélẹ̀ nínú wọn. So these are some of the recommended release variety for Nigeria, and these are their attributes: the yield potential, their the seed coat color, the growth habit, the days to maturity from when you plant to when you harvest, and other qualities that they have. We have Sampi 21, we have Sampi 40, which is easier for us to call because the other ones are the breeding lines, which may be complicated for us. So the other ones are easier for us: the Sampi 21, Sampi 14, Sampi 15, Sampi 16, Sampi 17. So we can see their attributes. So whichever one we want, we have them, and we also have them in display outside. You can see them live. We have them outside. So please, maybe you could cover the one outside, please. So we have them. So you have their characteristics. So whichever one you want, white or brown or, we have them. Big seed, in between seed, large seed, we have them. And this is a research product. Thank you. Next, please. So what are the good time to plant? Here, we are derived savanna. Ibadan is referred to as derived savanna. So since we are Akinyele farmers, so let's talk about our area. So we know rain normally starts around March and up to like November. So the good time to plant is between August and September. That's the best time for us to plant. If you are planting the terminate, that is the early and medium maturity variety. The best time to start is between August 25 to 10th September. If you are planting the indeterminate, the one that does not mature at the same time, that it takes some time to mature, that is, will mature gradually over time, that one will take, you should plant within August 24 and not earlier than 3rd of September. This is the best window to plant. And alternatively, but this is very trickish, we can plant in the rainy season, but it is very, very technical because you have rain around when your rain starts and is established around March, April. If you plant May, between 1st and 2nd week in May, now that we have August break, it will mature during that time and you can harvest. But if you miss that window, but if you plant earlier or later, you may not get good thing out of it. It may grow vegetatively. And this time is advised that you plant early ones, the ones that are mature between 60 days, between 60 and 65 days, because so that you can have something out of it. So they will not just be growing vegetatively and having no yield. But aside that, it is recommended that we plant between August and September. Next slide, please. Then we should plant at least 2 to 3 seeds per hole. We can plant on a ridge or you can plant on the flat soil that is marked. Then the soil itself should not be more than 2 to 3 centimeters. Please, could you hold the phone? And the spacing between rows should not be more than 75 centimeters. Between plants, láti plant kan sí plant kejì kò yẹ kó má ju 20 centimeters to 25 centimeters. Then, tá bá gbìn more than 2 plants, ó yẹ ká yọ the kankan kúrò ńbẹ̀. That is what we call thinning. After about 2 weeks, we can see, we can also intercrop with other crops like we have maize and we have that. Next. Then, irú fertilizer wo la lè lò? Àwọn kan máa wò pé bí ajílẹ̀ náà ni ẹ̀wà, ṣùgbọ́n ó sì need àwọn fertilizer kan láti jẹ́ kó fún wa ní èrè tá a fẹ́. So, a lè lo NPK 15-15 báàgì kan àti SSP báàgì mẹ́ta fún 1 hectare. Àbí ká lo diammonium phosphate báàgì méjì fún 1 hectare. And we should apply this not more than 7 days after planting. The best time is at planting, but not more than 7 days after planting, because this fertilizer takes some time to release. So that they will release on time and the plants will be able to make use of them before they start flowering. Next. How do we manage weed? We could do manual weeding. We could use chemical. We can have pre-land preparation. We can use pre-emergence. We can use post-emergence or selective. The pre, that is before you start at all, you can spray Roundup. The pre, before the control jade, and post, after the weed has emerged, you have some selective herbicide that they will kill every other thing except cowpea. So you can make use of any of this to control weed on your farm. Next. These are some of the things you can use. We can use glyphosate. They come in different names, like wura and all those ones. You can use pendimethalin at the rate of 4 liters per hectare. These should be done 2 weeks before planting because they are systemic herbicide. So they will not affect your seed and plant germination. Then we can use selective herbicide, and this should be used not later than 3 weeks after planting. So we can use Raptor, Legume Force, or any other. Or manually, we can use O at 3 weeks after sowing, and at smell again at 6 weeks after sowing. These are some of the herbicide we can use. Their brand name, the product name, the rate per hectare, and the condition that we can use them. Some are systemic, some are contact. We know the difference. The contact is when they touch that they will, but the systemic will be absorbed and take some time gradually before it kills the weed. But the contact is kia. Once it touches the leaf, it starts drying up, wilting. But the systemic will take some time to be absorbed to the system and kill gradually till it kill them finish. Yes, thank you. Next. Then it's also some of the herbicide we could use, metolachlor, imazeprin, which is the product name, and the Legume Force is the brand of common name. Those are the active ingredients in them, and the rate that should be used, and time of application is very, very important. Next. So what are some of the challenges we face in cowpea? We have some pests. We have some diseases like every other crop. So some of these are some of the pests that we have. We have parasitic like striga and elytra, but we don't have striga in this part of the world, in this part of the nation. We have fungal disease. Fusarium is a very big problem. We are working on it, and God will give us breakthrough soon. Sarcospora leaf spot, this is another one. Bacteria blight, scab disease, and we have virus diseases, different types. We have insect pests like aphids, white flies, flower thrips, pod borer, which is also called maruca, and a lot more. And you also have the storage pests, which is Thalassobrochus maculatus and cowpea weevils. These are some of the challenges we have. So we have some variety that have been bred to be resistant to some of these diseases. Next. Then, how do we control insect? We have insect in the field, and we take them to the store, and they continue the activities in the store. So we can use Karate, that was the brand of common name. We can use cat, we can use best, we can use Asil, we can use Tamex. We have different types of brand name, and their active ingredient is stated, and their rates. We should make sure as possible that we use the recommended rate. Some farmers think that if they apply high dose of insecticide on their field, it's going to control the weed, and it's going to help them to have it is not a good advice. We should use the recommended rates. And it is advisable that we interchange. If you use contact insecticide at the first spraying, second spraying, use systemic. So if they are used to that one, by the time you change the method for them, they will not be used to the other one. They will interchange. So this will also help in effective insect control in the field. Next slide, please. So ideally, your first spraying should start at between 30 or 35 days. This is when the flower bud have started to initiate. Then second spraying should be 10 days after the first one. Third spraying should be 10 days after the second spraying. So if you have a long duration, after this, the pod will start maturing, turning from green to brown. If you have a long duration, you might require a third spraying, while the fourth spraying. So ideally, 3 spraying is good, depending on the insect pest population you have in the field. Next. Then after you have sprayed, and then as you are spraying, this will be demonstrated by my colleagues when we go to the field. When you spray the top, make sure you spray under, because especially for the contact insecticide, once you spray, they'll come and hide under the leaf. And once the odor is gone, they come back and continue their activities. So as you are spraying the top, make sure you spray under too, so that you take care of both the one on the top and the one under. Then after this is done, what is left is harvesting. How do you harvest? You can do manual harvesting, unless you have harvester. Then after you have harvested, you sun dry on a platform or a concrete plot to avoid stone. Most of us, when we buy beans in the market, we have stone in them. Cowpea does not produce stone. So how did the stone get to the cowpea? It's process of drying. So if you put tarpaulin where we spread them, or we spread them on a concrete floor that is clean, we will not have stone. So let's take care of be conscious of where we are spreading or where we are drying, so that we don't have stone. Then we should thresh and winnow, that is removing the shaft from the seed. Then we should remove the broken seed and it will store properly. So we have the early maturing ones that mature less than 70 days. We have the medium maturing, which mature between 75 and 80 days. And the late ones mature anything beyond 80 days. You can see, if you just put your cowpea today, PIM, Just be counting days and taking good care of them at the same time. In an 80 days time, just go and harvest. And you'll be smiling to the bank. Now, 5,000. 5,000. So imagine you plant 2 hectares and you have like 2.5 tons per hectare. Multiply that by the number of by the 5,000, whatever. So we are millionaire already. So please, let's take necessary precautions and do the right thing so that we can have the right yield. Then we unpick, we dry, then we thresh manually or with machine. So the seed should be thoroughly clean. And then if you have some in the store, make sure you don't mix the new with old. So make sure they are well dried and stored properly. There is a technique that we can use, and the moisture is saved for storage, and it should be between 7 to 8%. And how can we test this? We just put one in the mouth. You do cram, makes the cranking. That is, it is fully dry. But if it's not making that sound yet, that means it's not yet fully dry. You need to dry more. Thank God we have plenty of sun in this part of the world, so we can sun dry to make sure it's at that safe moisture for us to store. Then we can also store in pig's bag. These are made of multi-layer, made of polythene bags. You can store in bottles, in clay pots. Some store in plastic and put in infrared freezer. Some use ash to kill the insects. And some we can also use fumigation. Thank you. Dry pepper. Sorry, no? Dry pepper, yes, it's used. Some also use lemongrass, dried lemongrass leaf mixed to take care of the insect. But these are botanicals, and their effectiveness is not as the fumigant, the phosphocin, but they are also used. So that means you need to change often, unlike this. All right, so after first, make sure it is proper. You have good storage, proper storage and package, and check from time to time so that, and also good that you check germination, that the germination is good before you plant or you want to sell again. So thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, we'll be answering the field, right? Because I think we are running behind schedule. So if we have questions, we can ask.